Hello, this is Damien from CAD/CAM Lessons channel. In this video I will show you how to create a hole in a solid at any angle using FreeCAD. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any new content. And if you'd like to support my work and treat me to a virtual coffee, you can find all the details in the description below. Thank you for your support. And before we go any further, the videos where I show FreeCAD through examples may not cover all of FreeCAD's features in detail, so if you are just starting to learn FreeCAD, I have created a playlist of videos that are a good place to start. The link to the playlist is in the description below the video. Now let's move on to this example, and I will show you how to create such a hole at an angle. I will start a new project in the Part Design workbench. Here, we will begin by creating a rectangular prism. We start by creating a sketch on the XY plane. I choose to draw a rectangle. I place the first point of the rectangle at the origin of the coordinate system. I set the dimensions of the rectangle to 100 by 100 millimeters. I close the sketch, and based on this sketch we will create a solid by extruding the sketch. I select the pad operation and create an extrusion of 50 millimeters. Now I will show you how to create a hole at an angle. We will do this so that this hole is visible on this face. That is, we will see the section of this hole. We will also do this in such a way that we create a construction plane so that later we can change the position of this plane. I select this face, and based on this face we will create a construction plane. In the next step we will be able to change the position of this plane. That is, we will simply be able to move this hole to any place in this solid. At first, we create this plane so that the plane is parallel to this face, and I click OK. On this plane we will create an auxiliary sketch. Select this plane and choose to create a sketch. Here, choose the Create External Geometry command and create reference geometry based on this edge of the solid. Then select Line Drawing and create a line of length, for example 50 millimeters. Here we define the angle of this line, for example 69 degrees, and press Enter. As for the angle, we can change this angle at any time. Now we will add a dimension that will specify the depth of the hole. Select Dimensioning and click on this point, then click on this point, and here we specify the depth of this hole, for example 25 millimeters. As for the angle dimension, this dimension defines the angle at which this hole will be made, and regarding the 25 millimeters dimension, this dimension will specify the depth of the hole. Since this is a helper sketch, we will shortly use this sketch to create another sketch based on which we will create this hole. I close this sketch, and now I will turn off the visibility of this construction plane. I select this plane in the feature tree, press the spacebar, and create another construction plane. First, click the left mouse button in the workspace to ensure all geometries are deselected. Select this point, and while holding the Control key, select this line. We will create another construction plane here and select Normal to Edge to create a plane that will be perpendicular to this line. However, there was an error here, so I will cancel this and select this point again. Holding the Control key, I select this line and choose to create the construction plane. I select Normal to Edge and OK. Now it worked. It is important that no errors occur here to create such a plane that will be perpendicular to this line at this point. We click OK. On this plane, we will create another sketch. We select this plane and choose to create a sketch. Now we simply draw a circle with a diameter of, for example, 10 millimeters. We specify the diameter of the hole, close the sketch, and now based on this sketch we add the pocket operation. We select through all and click OK. As you can see, this is how we can create a hole at an angle. If you would like to make any changes, just edit this sketch, and for example, we can change the depth of the hole to 30 millimeters. I close the sketch and the hole has been deepened. If you want to change the angle, we edit the sketch again and enter a different angle value here. Now, if you would like this hole to be at a specific distance from this face, we go to edit this construction plane. I double-clicked on this construction plane, and here I change the value on the z-axis. I will temporarily cancel this and turn on the visibility of this plane. I select this plane, press the spacebar, and go back to edit this plane. Here on the z-axis, we move this plane, for example, to -20 millimeters. I click OK, nothing has changed here, but when we refresh the project, the position of the hole has changed. In this video, I just wanted to show you how to create such holes. Of course, this is not the only way to create such holes, but I think this method is quite easy and gives us great possibilities regarding editing, because we have everything parametrized here and we can easily control this hole. Another way to create such things is to use the part module. I will create a new project and change the module to part. Now we will create a cube. Here I will change the dimensions of this cube to, for example, 100 by 100 by 50 millimeters. Okay? Then I will create a cylinder. I will also change the dimensions of this cylinder. As for the radius, it will be 5 millimeters, and the height, for example, 50 millimeters. Okay. Now we can change the position of this cylinder. For example, on the z-axis, let's change the position to 25 millimeters. Okay, here on the y-axis, we can also define the position, but let's set the y-axis to 0, and on the x-axis, we should set it so that this cylinder is inside this solid, for example, at 35 millimeters. Here we can add rotation of this cylinder around a selected axis. At this moment, the z-axis is set as the rotation axis, so it will not be visible because this cylinder rotates around the z-axis. But here, when we switch to rotation around the y-axis, that is, on the y-axis I enter 1, and on the z-axis I enter 0, we can rotate this cylinder by a specific angle. Okay, let's leave some angle value here. And we have two such solids. Now I will subtract the cylinder from the cube. Holding the control key in the operation tree, I select the cube, select the cylinder, and choose the operation to subtract the solids. This way, a hole has been created in the solid at a specific angle. If we want to change something, we expand this operation and, for example, change the position of this cylinder. I select the cylinder, go to the Position tab, and here I can change the position of this cylinder on the y-axis. I input some value and click somewhere else. Here, I actually moved this cylinder in the wrong direction, so I select it again. I go to the Position tab, and here in the positive direction, we need to shift it, for example, by 20 millimeters. Now this hole is already inside this solid. Here the angle has been reset, so I select the cylinder again, go to the axis parameter, and here I enter 1 for the y value, 0 for the z value, and define the angle by which I want to rotate this hole. This is also how we can create holes in solids at a specific angle. As for me, this method is more convenient because I am used to this modeling method, the way we create sketches. For me, it simply feels more comfortable to work this way. But if this method suits you better, you can also create 3D models in this way. If you design parts for yourself, the final result matters, so just choose the method that is more convenient for you. And that's all for today. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to this channel.